You talked on a broader scale about how you're envisioning the last Airbender and everything here, with multiple movies, all that. How far ahead are you sort of scripting and planning out this entire story? And
right.
Is that like affecting also? Is that affecting the way that you're approaching the filmmaking process? I don't know if you normally approach things with sequels in mind.
Yeah. See, I think sequel is a misnomer for this, and I keep telling the studio that. I'm like, is there any way we can talk about this in non-sequel terms? Because it isn't like, oh, we love these characters, let's go on another adventure. It isn't like that. This is a story that has a beginning, middle, and end, and I'm telling you the beginning. And, you know, Lord of the Rings did that so beautifully, you know, and really it was the book, and they had to break up in 3, because of, so, you know, and all the history of the Tolkien series. But the fact that you know when they just made up another story just because. And you can tell that. This isn't that. This isn't that. And then, and of course, you know, George Lucas did that as well. He had the whole story, and now I'm going to tell you the next one and the next one. It's one of 3 parts. And hopefully they'll like the first part enough that I'll be able to make the other 2 parts. But, you know, the sequel it has in its sense like a revisiting in a way that this isn't that, which is what's so exciting. I mean, I completely got into making this to do a long-form movie, to take something. And so the first thing we did was when I met Mike and Brian, and I came on, they hadn't finished season 3. And really, the first conversation was in my hotel room, and I said, dudes, I gotta know this. You gotta do it. This is critical. I said, this has to end. This has to end. If it doesn't end, I'm not on board. And so, but if you don't want to end it, it's all good. But it has to end. And they were like, no, we saw it as three seasons, and each element that he has to learn. And I said, great. And then we talked about, at that time they hadn't even decided where everything was going to end. And all that, even like, you know, who Qatar was going to end up with, and all that stuff hadn't been figured out yet. And we had such amazing conversations in that room, but we all agreed, like shook hands and said, it's over. It's over here, and we're going to make it, we're going to finish the tale and come to here. And I said, I can definitely get behind that. And that was like the last thing as the contract was closing with Paramount, and I just said, 3. Right? 3. And I said, you know, that way I can put a lot of integrity into it and you know how to press the accelerator on a storyline or not, and pull back, and you know, and as I'm developing it, if I go, okay, this is not fitting into this movie, going, okay, I know how to, like already I pulled out a couple things from the first movie that I thought were going to be in the first movie. Now it's going to affect the draft of the second movie. In a way, all right, I need to do the introductory scene of this character because I pulled her from this character, that kind of thing. It's really important for me to have that. For me, like the second season, as I've said, was like spot on for me. Like I just got that season. I felt it. I felt like of the 20 episodes, so many spoke to me, and the storyline was really clear and very exciting, and the trauma of the way it ends. And you know, the darkness of that, of how it ends, and you know, love it. The third movie, and I can't even think about it right now, it's going to get me really upset, is I have to really go through it and analyze it really carefully, because that was again very schizophrenic for me, and I got to find it, you know, and I suspect that when I look at those 20, I think it's 21 episodes, right, the last season, that I will see, like, there's 8 episodes that have the through line right there. And then there's all kinds of, you know, like the beach episode, you know, like the surfer beach episode and things like that, that are really nice colors, and we'll see what we can do, but those kind of things. So, but I don't even know if I answered your question, but